Oh, look at that little dance, just dancing. Take us on over to the game reveal, please, and watch out for that inspector, okay? He's got a cactus and everything. Well, again, as I said before, we have a bunch of new GMs this year. This one also helped out in the GM bracket for Kusogrand8, and I very much appreciated the help. I'm excited to see what we have. Say hello to our GM, Omega number. Omega, that's the last number. The very last number. Can you believe we have the final number? Hello, Omega number. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
Good. Yeah, so why did you go with Omega number?
Well, in set theory, Omega number is one of the infinite numbers that you can have. It's a little bit convoluted, but I have a bona fide math degree, so I do that kind of thing.
I have a math minor. I can appreciate it. Yeah. With that said, it's more of a concept than an actual number. It's if you're going with an infinite set, you can't do infinity plus infinity. That doesn't make sense.
But there's
Nope.
Surreal Numbers by John Conway, where you can actually do that. You can even do like the square root of infinity. It's fun.
I mean, if you define infinity, then sure, you can do that. But you have to define, you have to essentially make it not infinite in order to do stuff with infinity, which is a little bit weird. Anyway, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Welcome to my life. I love geeking out. With that said, we don't have RoboCop, right?
No.
Oh my gosh!
RoboCop.
Finally, no.
Yes.
We don't have any cops, right? Or robots?
Nope. There's no cops. There's no robots. This does mess with the little rule set that you have on the screen, or at least you had on the screen just now.
We'll deal with it. Nah, you can mess with it. Yeah.
Because this is not highest score wins. This is lowest score wins.
Uh-oh.
So chat might be able to guess what kind of game we're playing.
Yeah, one thing comes to mind, a golf game, right?
Yes, this is golf.
Okay, which golf?
We're playing it for the Atari 2600.
Wait, so just golf?
It's what it's called, golf.
That's right, the players are going to have an hour to try to play through golf and get the lowest score possible. I assume they have to play all of the holes in order to do that, right?
Yep. And there's only 9 of them because this is an Atari 2600, so, it's like front half or back half kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
And they will, what's nice about this, I guess, part of the reason I picked this is they will have time to get through it. There's not going to be... I didn't even think what the rules would be if somebody did not finish. That's not the part that's tricky. It's the tricky part is trying to actually get a low score. So the person who wins this might not be somebody who goes that fast at all. They may be somebody who really takes their time to line up each shot, like real golf. You can even do practice shots in this game, and it'd be.
Oh, really?
It won't only count your shot if you hit the ball. So you can actually kind of do a practice swing first to make sure, am I doing the right swing? And you'll see why in a second when you actually watch the game, why you might need to do a practice swing. It's very odd how things get played in this game. It's, lowest score wins. And also, they will get a little extra time at the end. There's going to be an extra 5 minutes if they are still on a run. They all agreed to that. So just in case we don't want somebody who's on hole 8 and is on a really good run to just because they didn't quite get to the end, it'll give a little extra time.
Yeah, I think that is fair. Okay, we will allow up to 5 minutes of extra time in order to finish. Is it just 9 holes that they're doing?
Just 9 holes, because that's all that's game cartridge could fit. We're still talking, this is 1980. We're still talking very early era here.
Okay, I'm trying to get everybody confirmed that they are ready. It looks like Space Cow and Mooware on the right side. We've got the double cow team. And on the left, Master Time Thief and Rhythm Bastard, we've got the Shenanigan team. They're not actually teams, but, you know, we're going to go ahead and say that. Yeah, we have mouse strats, like uber mouse strats happening on Master Time Thief's screen. That is the biggest. Let me see. I need to get a confirmation that they are ready. Did the mouse just spin? That was cool. Okay, everybody, we are doing the countdown. So I need you to get all of your cows / thiefy emotes, as well as anything golf or extremely pixelated. Please get those ready. We're doing the countdown in Discord. Best of luck to the players. I will start the timer as soon as I see that they have moved their character. Well, okay. One of them already moving, and here we go. I have a feeling I'm going to play some music during this.
Oh, yes.
Is there any sound at all in this game?
Yeah, there's Atari 2600 beeps and boops, but yeah, just play the music. We're good.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. That was a boop. No, we got to listen to the beeps and boops for a second. Come on. And then I'll get some music. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Beep, 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 beep. Blah. Okay. So where is the score?
Upper left corner.
Okay, what does the 1 and the 3 mean?
This is what hole they're on and what par is. So they're all on hole 1, par is 3.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Everybody, we've got an hour of this. I hope you're... This is the true Kusogrand8 experience. Let me get some other music here.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Chat is saying that they already hate it. Well, too bad, chat. Okay, it's heating up. Come on, look at them go. They're golfing. Yeah, come on, hit the ball, hit the ball. You can do it.
There's a lot to say about this game. It's got things to it that are interesting and subtle. It's just, yeah, they were working with Atari 2600.
Yeah, considering that 3 players are on hole 2 and 1 player is on hole 1 and is just having a hard time hitting the ball in the right area. I did apologize to them because I knew that this was gonna be as bad. Yeah, this is bad. This is...
Oh, I should mention to the refs, I forgot, Okami mentioned something in chat that I do need to make sure. They can wrap around to 0 if they actually get a big enough number. I'm assuming that the referees will note that. It does not mean that they actually got a score of 2 if they, got 99 plus 3. It just means that it wrapped around. So
yeah,
it is possible.
So remember the rules for this. We are going based off of who gets the lowest score in the set of 9 holes. There will be a big learning curve for how to actually hit the ball in the correct direction. But eventually, I think they're going to start actually doing well with this. It's just the first time that you play this game, you see it and you're like, I don't want to play it anymore. That's the biggest negative that this game has. It just looks unplayable. But once you figure out the rules of how the ball moves, it's actually not too... Okay, never mind. It's pretty bad. But yeah, it's more playable at that point,
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. So the game masters and so forth, we're all talking about philosophy of what we should give the first game. Should it be an easy one to kind of get people segued in? Should we just go for it? And I was trying to get something that kind of it was easy setup wise, maybe not necessarily easy game. So this is
what
just
happened?
The joystick, one button.
What happened to Rhythm Bastard's ball? It just wasn't there anymore.
It's like he hit it in the rough.
Oh, If you go into the blue, are you basically in trouble?
The blue is the water. It means you lose that's a water hazard. So you just lose a stroke.
Gotcha.
It can go invisible in the rough. And that's fun. Yeah. So you're actually invisible while golf.
Yeah.
I just recommend they not hit it in the rough. Really, is kind of what I want to do.
Honestly, just because of the way that this game is designed, usually I'm like, the first time that you play through a game in Kusogrand8, you know, a short game, you want to see all of the levels. Rhythm Bastard has the approach of, let's just learn how to golf correctly on stage 1 and then go from there, you know? And I think that is a valuable way to do it. Maybe, you know, I think that is a fine way to learn how to play the game, you know? Go ahead and just practice a whole bunch on the first hole.
It looks like Space Cow has the most mastery right now of the controls here, and it does look like one of the very good things, which I mentioned is practice shots. Like, it does not count if you don't hit the ball. So if you see your club starting to go awry, back up. Just don't hit the ball then. You know, like, wait,
yeah,
this is going to hit backwards. You don't have to let it hit the ball. Just walk away. It'll swing in a weird direction. It doesn't count as a stroke. And since this is not a speed run, there is a speed run. I think it's 15 minutes speed run, something like that. It doesn't matter. You can play this slow, and in fact, the person who wins this might not be very good at speed at all, which I kind of like. I kind of like that idea that this might be a match. Somebody who's not used to hitting the buttons quickly, but is good and careful about things, might actually do the best. So I'm very interested to see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. There we go. Rhythm Bastard is starting to learn how to play the game. By the way, we played a 4-person match of Lethal Company back for Grudge Match, and Rhythm Bastard was one of the players. I'm glad to see that he's here playing at Kusogrand8. He's also participated in speedrunning, I think, for Fastest Furs. Generally a good guy. You know, I've met him in person. He's fantastic. Mooware, also an amazing person. Space Cow just sends me Garfield memes. Okay? That's Space Cow's deal. For some reason, I am the person who gets Space Cow's Garfield memes, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, give me a second. I think Rhythm Bastard also has their settings wrong. Give me a second here.
Yeah, feel free. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. In the meantime, Mooware and Space Cow are both getting a pretty good feel for how the game goes. Also, I really appreciate my playlist shuffling by moving one song and then moving 2 songs. Welcome to true randomness where that can actually happen. But yeah, I think that, you know, we've got... we're going to see some very high scores for the first attempt, but the important thing is locking in a score. Once you've locked in a score, like if you get a score of 60 for your first attempt, you cannot get a worse score. That's locked in as your personal best. After that, just focus on getting a lower score than 60, since we're using golf rules.
So somebody's reviewed this like recently before from Golf Digest, and they got a score of 82. So that was somebody who is not presumably trying to do a competition. That's what they got. So it gives you kind of a benchmark for somebody who just casually plays this, what the score would be. It's a pretty amusing review. If you want, I could share some of it while we're doing this.
Go ahead and keep dealing with making sure we get Rhythm Bastard setting.
Back here.
So, question: you said that Rhythm Bastard has it set on hard, and so I have a question: how can you tell?
Reset the system and fix it. So Let's see.
How can you even tell it's set on hard? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It might be on hard. It might be on... well, basically, they don't have to be set on that. Falcon is saying that the hole was appearing smaller, and because of that, it was more difficult to actually hit it into the hole. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's double check to make sure it's fixed now.
Yeah, I think once we get to the big green with the hole in the middle of it, maybe we'll see. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare of a game. You are so evil. Yeah, that looks better.
Yo, okay.
Well, I'm glad that we get some Pitfall the Mayan Adventure music on here. A game that I played a bunch as a kid, but that has nothing to do with golf. Can you believe it? We're sitting here on a Sunday, 264 people currently watching freaking golf on Atari 2600. Yeah, this is what our life has come to. Hey, that appears to be a completion for Space Cow, locking in 52 strokes.
That is really good.
Muir might be able to get pretty close as well.
Yeah. Last hole.
53. So there
yes, 53. So 52, 53.
That is 2 scores locked in. By the way, the referees that we have for this match, we have Linkura, Jerry Eris, Sober Dwarf, and Buster Curry, who are helping to track the scores here. Many thanks to all of you. Of course, Redford being one of our backups to make sure that everything is correct. I thank you here. So yes, Space Cow currently has 52 points locked in. I'll go ahead. You know what? I can do this. I can add a score. Why not?
Good. I'll read this while you're doing that here. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, question. Is golf hard? So this is about the Atari 2600. And again, this is the Golf Digest writer, so a professional golf person. Is golf hard? No. That's the beauty of it. Other golf games make you do things like select clubs, avoid obstacles, make choices, and be good at video games.
I hate making choices. Literally the worst part of golf, I guess.
Golf boils a game down to its basis metrics. Take stick, hit ball, hope for fast, infrequently end up accidentally in the correctish area, act like you totally meant to do it. Yes, other video games make golfers appear, quote, human, instead of semi-mobile scarecrows with giganticism of the face, but that's just part of the Atari charm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the funny thing about this is not actually, so you, even in terms of like people copying video games, this is not original design. So Atari Golf was 1980, Odyssey 2 Golf was 1979. And it looks a lot like this one. So this actually copied the Odyssey 2.
Gotcha. All right, there we go. We've got those 2 scores. We also have Master Time Thief with a score of 65, and I'll go ahead and get that put up as well. Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay. What was I about to say? The Atari 2600 version, was by Michael Lorenzen. You will not find this on Moby Games. You can find it if you look at Michael Lorenzen's like LinkedIn page, but he doesn't list or talk about. And people try to interview him. He doesn't want to talk about this. So
oh, come on! Talk about Atari Golf. I want you to talk about it.
I know. I want to hear more about the genesis of this because it was certainly a game of demand. This is not even the first golf game for Atari. There's another one called Miniature Golf from '79. So, I could give that one. We could have even more Atari Golf in the future.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm
Except
scared.
I think the chat might rebel and start setting things on fire or something. But,
Understandably. Chat, please do not burn the place down. Or whatever, do. I don't care. I'm not your boss. Everybody pull out the flames. Pull out the fire.
So Lorenzen after this did Circus. Are you familiar with that one at all for Atari 2600?
I think so. Is that the one where you bounce the clowns?
Yeah.
Okay, because there were a few different versions of that. I think the one that I played the most was Clowns and Balloons for the Atari 800. But Circus Atari 2600. Did that one have the dancing monkey at the top?
I'm not remembering off the top of my head.
I do not see a dancing monkey. Dang it. Dancing monkey is where it's at.
And then after that, worked on a game for Activision called Oink, which has you as the big bad wolf trying to break into the little pig's house within the bricks. So it's kind of like Breakout, but not really. And I know it's a little unclear what the big bad wolf is shooting at the bricks exactly. If you look at images of it, so
yeah. What is the game called again?
Oink for Atari 2600. That's an Activision one.
I hate the name, but I hate pigs. What the crap
well, I mean,
is
that's
this?
good news then. You're trying to get at the pigs in that one. You're not trying to protect the pig. You're trying to get the pigs. So nice little.
I'm not trying to get the pig. Oh, I mean, if you're trying to eat the pig, great. Yeah, here's Oink, everybody. Look at how wonderful this is. Okay. I mean, bacon, pretty tasty. I approve. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So this is also the game. There's a very famous ad for the Intellivision, which I think is another console we've never had on here. Have we ever had an Intellivision at Kusogrand8?
I feel like we've had one or two Intellivision games, but it's going to be hard to say.
So they do like a screenshot of this game next to the Division version, which almost kind of looks like a normal game. It actually is licensed from PGA. I think it's just called PGA Golf. And they're like, you can see the difference. And it's, this is one of the games they used to sell the fact that the Atari 2600 was an inferior machine.
Oh, no. That is a little insulting.
I mean, we've been kind of, this is genuinely actually a fun game. It's hard to explain why it's a fun game, just looking at it, but once you get the hang of it, it's not golf. It doesn't feel like you're playing golf. It feels like you're playing something where you're swinging a giant bat around.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out these angles and so forth, but it's actually like an interesting game problem. Like you figure out, okay, what is it that will happen now with the ball if I try to do this? It's a game about like struggling with the controls, almost like playing like Kiwap or something like that.
Yeah. You have to line up the tip of your club so that it'll actually whack the ball in the correct direction, which is a pretty big struggle for everybody. Like, I've played a little bit of this myself. It looks like Rhythm Bastard is close to the end here. We're on hole 8. Which appears different from hole 8 on Mooware's screen. What's going on?
Yeah, so Mooware's on 8, looks like. And
are levels random?
Hold on a second. Now they should be in sequence. Hold on a second.
That was being on the green. If you get on the green, then you okay, I get it. You get on the green and then putt in order to get into the hole. Never mind. Whatever.
Yeah. No, every single one of these has 2 screens. It's got the regular screen and then it's got the zoom in. They copied from the Odyssey 2 for that. The Odyssey 2 also did the same thing. This is a slightly interesting more looking than the Odyssey 2 one. Yes, believe it or not, this is a better game Yeah, I could have given the Odyssey 2 one, just to really rub in the Kuso, but I didn't.
I appreciate that. Well, Rhythm Bastard is going to get over 100 points on the first attempt, which is completely fine. We've got a full hour in order for the players to learn how to play. All you need really is one good round of golf. If you get through if you get through the front half with a decent score once, it's locked in, and Muware might actually get sub 50 on this attempt.
That is definitely impressive for we're not even halfway through yet. I was expecting that for the end we get to that, but this is getting to the point. Yes, I think you're right. This is going to be a very good score. It does look like Space Cow also is heading to a really good score.
Oh,
so
yeah.
But this is definitely the sort of game, we finally have, so that is 99 plus 12 for Rhythm, just to be clear on that. That did wrap around.
Well, if it wraps around to 0, that would be 100 plus 12.
Right.
Which would be 112.
Right. So that's the score. Well, you can add that one in too, I guess.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everybody, we are making some good progress here. Everybody is on the board with a score. That's the important thing, You don't have to have the best score to begin with, but any score is locking in your progress. We have pretty dang clear... oh my gosh. It looks like Muware actually got a score of 44. Let me go ahead and update that on my spreadsheet, or on the layout here, so you all can see it. Space Cow might actually get tied here as well. Let's see if Space Cow can get 44 with this final one. Bam! We have two people with a score of 44. Not 7. What am I doing? Bam! Now, for tiebreaker, what is the main tiebreaker that we have?
I didn't actually specify one. I didn't think we'd even have to worry about tiebreaker.
Well,
I guess it'd be time.
In that case, yeah, the general default tiebreaker that we have is time, whoever has made that much progress first. So because of that, Space Cow would technically be in second due to getting a score of 44 second. Master Time Thief currently going for a new PB as well. Rhythm Bastard is starting to get a hang of this. I mean, a score of 14 on the third hole could be better, could be much worse. I think that everybody is learning how the basic controls of this game work.
Yeah. No, they're swinging a lot better now. It does feel like they're actually controlling golf as opposed to just swinging at random. So. And also, one of the things, like the swing that Space Cow just did, that is a little anti-intuitive. I didn't think about it at first. I just did swings that were 180 degrees, like regular golf swing. But you don't have to stop at that. You can go like a full 270 if you want to. You can have very wild swing angle, and it's fine. You can do much bigger swing than I originally thought you could even do when I played this. So okay. It's good because that's not mentioned anywhere in the manual or whatnot. You kind of have to figure out on your own what the capabilities of the swing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have any lore for this game? But considering the game is named Golf, I'm guessing no, there's no lore. The lore is we're golfing.
Yeah, I could kind of try reading it a little bit. One of the things that is interesting, which I don't know if you pointed out on the cover, there is both a male and a female golfer on there.
What?
So that means that the Atari is general enough that this could be either. There's actually been a lot of work in trying to figure out who the first female represented in a video game is, and technically speaking, that this doesn't have to be a man who's golfing. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah, but I would go ahead and say that if you look at a sprite and you can't tell that it's a female. I don't know if it counts.
Well, they put it in the cover art, so.
Yeah, but you said represented in a video game. That's represented on the cover art.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Atari is so vague. It's a good question. Yeah, I'm looking just to see if there's anything kind of resembling lore on here. Let's see. This golf game program is patterned after the traditional game of golf. There are 9, quote, holes. They don't actually say holes. They put quote marks. So, in which you must succeed by hitting a ball into a, quote, cup. Each time you hit the ball in an effort to reach the cup, it is called a, quote, stroke.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's probably an unintentional joke, but then it feels like that. Yeah. And then
a little bit.
You take to hit the ball is unlimited. Each hole is a designated par. Par represents the number of strokes you are ideally supposed to take to complete the hole. Total par.
Hey, we've got a new score, by the way. That is 49, if I'm not mistaken, for Master Time Thief. Not enough to move up, but that is definitely a new personal best, and that's really what people are aiming for, just doing better than the last times that you played. Okay, keep going. Tell me more about the manual.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so actually, one more thing about the game going on, and then Moower just clipped by a water hazard. I noticed that was kind of interesting. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Yeah, so the hitboxes on this are a little bit more like suggestions than reality. Not totally, because I mean this is rectangular enough that it's not that bad, but you can. There's a little bit of leeway on some of the obstacles. So. That was, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that was still pretty cool.
Okay.
Let's see here. Total par for this course is 36. So just so you know how close they are to par, we could probably calculate what their actual golf score is right now if we wanted to, but
yeah, technically that would be a total score of 8 for Moower and Space Cal, which for any golf, getting reasonably close to par is pretty good. Master Time Thief is not too far away from that either. And Rhythm Bastard, look, we're on hole 8 and we're still less than half of his previous score. Both, all 4 players are improving significantly right now, and I love it.
Yeah, no, this is I totally expect we might have a comeback. I'm not counting anybody out of this. Even though Rhythm's right now got a 112, there's enough time certainly to figure this out and put in a really good run. And it's not a matter of who's fastest. It's just a matter of who is most careful. Because if you're willing to take 30 minutes to do your run, you might actually get a better score that way than trying to do 2 runs in 15 minutes each. This is not like a lot of games for this tournament or mystery tournament where you're really rushing. It actually can be your benefit to really slow down if you want to and do as many practice swings as you need when you're trying to make a hit. So.
Yeah, it's really mystery tournament often focuses on games where speed is the absolute requirement, and Kusogrand8 often does that, but occasionally we do have score attempts, or in this case a low score attempt that throws a lot of the rules out. And simply put, yeah, this is a completely different method than we usually have for Kusogrand8. Going for a low score attempt for golf, it's a lot of fun to watch.
It's amazing how they're improving on this too. Honestly, I think both Moower and Space Cow can play this better than I can.
A score of 60 for Rhythm Bastard. That is a huge jump in quality there. And I accidentally changed the wrong person. That was supposed to be 44. Dang it.
Space Cow and Moower are actually kind of neck and neck still on their points. It's really interesting to watch that too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, can you do the golf announcer voice? Are you really good at the really calm, sedate?
Well, everybody, welcome to golf. Honestly, we don't have a better name for it. That's what they put on the announcement here. And Rhythm Bastard is currently lining up in order to go on hole number 2, the U-bend hole. Yes, there are 2 trees that look an awfully lot like parachutes that are in the way, but let's see how the swing goes. Going for a long drive here, all the way to the bottom of the U. Very solid swing. I'm impressed at how direct it is. The wind is basically neutral today. Beautiful day to be golfing today. Don't you think so, Omega Number?
Oh, absolutely. It looks like they've really been careful about their choice of club here. There's only one club that they're allowed to use with these rules, and they're just picking the same one each time, so it's really easy for them. They don't have to ask their caddy or anything.
Yeah, the golf club, by the way, has been provided by Walmart. Thank you very much, Walmart, for sponsoring this current competition. They're not actually sponsoring us, but,
yeah.
you know.
Actually, is this one of the ones that has a Sears special cartridge? Now they think about it, it might.
Commentary. This is golf. You need to golf high.
Okay, I sort of like, yo, it's Golf Sunday. We are golfing, putting the ball in the hole. Yes, with quotation marks around.
It's in the sand.
No, the sand. We actually put worms in there. Lots of worms.
Okay, so Sears has their own Atari 2600, the telegames, and they did actually put a telegames version of Atari Golf, and I want to show you what their cartridge looks like. I'll drop it in the channel, I guess, and you could share it with everybody. I think we'll get the real good feel for how Sears sold this thing. It's really something.
Space Cow officially has a score of 42 and moves into the lead. Moves. Yeah. It wasn't supposed to be a joke, but it is, I guess. Master Time Thief, by the way, with a score of 34 going into this 7th hole. I believe in this place, Mooware and Space Cow had about 31 strokes. Master Time Thief could potentially still pass up Space Cow, depending on how the last strokes go here. We'll have to see. Mooware is currently back at the beginning of the match. That is completely fine. Players are allowed to reset whenever they would like. We are not going to require them to finish an attempt. The biggest thing is that they finish, if they're doing okay, then finish that, what do you even call it? It's not a set, is it? Finish that...
I am blanking
it
right
might
now.
Be a set.
Sure.
Chat, can you help? Chat, what do I call, like, when you play a bunch of holes?
Round?
Round,
yes.
Okay. Finishing that round of golf, okay. Yeah. A murder? No, that... Who are we, Tonya Harding? My gosh.
Okay, chat, you need to stop being so funny.
Master Time Thief on the final hole of the round. I do not think this is going to be good enough to pass up Mooware or Space Cow, but it could be a new personal best. And again, that's what matters. Getting below 40 is going to be a very difficult task for the players.
Yeah, because 36 is par, so they're getting closing in on par here the way they're playing. I haven't really been paying attention to the individual par for each hole and how reasonable it really is for a player to make. I think the main thing that they're not quite getting yet, and you can actually saw that on Space Cow's screen just now, is when you've got a distant shot, just exactly how much power to put it so that you're like right on the green. So Space Cow hit one that was the green.
Yeah.
And then hit it back just a little bit. So that exact amount of force is what's causing the problem now. Not necessarily aiming anymore. They seem to actually all have the aim down, essentially. It's just figuring out like just how much on the screen will this hit it. With something like what Spaco just did with full power shot, that's really easy. You know, you're just hitting it as hard as possible. But right here, if you hit it full power, it might go past. We'll see.
So, question, Master Time Thief wrapped up that round, but I don't think that was a new personal best. Unless somebody is able to correct me. Master Time Thief score is at 49 and I believe is still remaining there. Again, shout outs to the referees who are doing a really good job of keeping track of everything. They've got a spreadsheet that I can reference and it's great. Oh, it was actually tied with 49, so I got exactly the score that he got before. Rhythm Bastard, though, is on a really good possible PB. I like it. Yeah. Now, the important thing, everybody, I want you to remember, for those who are watching, if you are playing in Kusogrand8 later on, this is, you know, there's always going to be somebody who takes last. There's always going to be somebody who takes first. That's the nature of it. And nobody should feel bad about not being able to play golf for Atari 2600. I mean, nobody could play it when it came out. And still, almost nobody can play this freaking game because what the crap is it even? Yeah, so that's one thing that I want you to know when you're playing, you know. We might have a few laughs at things that happen during the match, but I just really want to support the people who are playing because, you know, everybody is putting their best into it. Everybody here... I really hope some people like put their own music on and are jamming out because holy crap, Atari 2600 sounds are not exactly the most pleasant to a lot of people.
You know, it's funny. So I had a game after this one if they vetoed this one, and that's a more modern game that has music. You all should be thankful you didn't get that one because. Yeah, I would have started by saying, are you ready for some audio crimes? It's got really bad.
Oh, I love audio crimes, though. You know that.
I mean, I still might keep it. You might get some audio crimes in the future, but at least for this first one, you're just getting the nice old RuneScape soundtrack or golfing experience here.
Heck yeah. Honestly, RuneScape is pretty appropriate for golf on Atari 2600. Oh, yeah. Rhythm Bastard got onto the green with that swing? That was amazing.
They're starting to get good. I am impressed.
All of the players are really starting to get the hang of this. And also, I'm not sure if you told them that a swing doesn't count if they back away and don't hit the ball, but all of them have been taking advantage of that and just like trying. Let's see, I believe that is 54 for Rhythm Bastard. Very nice. An improvement is an improvement. And remember, they are allowed to go 5 minutes overtime if they are on an attempt. So we will let them finish their final attempt as they so desire.
Goodness. I bet Todd Rogers beat this game in 8 strokes.
Chat, you nerds. That was from chat, by the way. I'm saying that because this is going to go up on YouTube and they can't read Twitch chat. Okay, YouTube, just know Twitch chat is full of a bunch of nerds who make nerd jokes, okay?
I told you, chat, stop being so funny. So I'm administrator of the Atari 2600 speedrun Discord. So,
oh, you are?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to invite, anyone who wants to invite, I'm happy to send one out.
I have such a hard time keeping up with communities, okay? I have a hard time keeping up with my own community. Like, if I add another Discord, I'm just going to be like, well, there's another thing that I don't look at.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad because I love that there are so many communities around around specific things that they enjoy. And like, I used to speedrun Dragon Stomper, which was a lot of fun. I still have all the equipment. It's an Atari 2600 game that's essentially the first RPG ever made. And it's really, really cool.
Did you get to do it at RPG Limit Break? I remember there was COVID, so I don't remember if you actually...
They accepted it, but yeah, because of COVID, RPG Limit Break didn't happen for a while, and I didn't worry about it. I sort of stopped doing RPG speedrun stuff. RPGs take so long.
That one doesn't...
Okay, that one's like 10 minutes, okay?
And Utah, right? It's right there. I gotta hassle you now. You gotta send that. We gotta have everybody experience the joy of that game. I'm telling you, it is good.
Whoa, Rhythm Bastard went through the tree. Very nice. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Life's a little bit weird. I should go to RPG Limit Break this year. Like, I just sort of fell out of touch with a bunch of the community, even though I helped start the marathon. Sometimes it just feels like it's time to move on from something, and that's kind of what it felt like for RPG Limit Break.
There's an update on Core. Space Cow got an improvement.
Oh, what is the 41? Okay, an improvement of 1 is still an improvement of 1. I think it's going to be very close between players in a little bit as well. What about Mooware? I don't believe Mooware improved from 44. We're still sitting there. Time Thief at 49. Rhythm Bastard just trying to get another good attempt in there. Still, like, everybody within 15 points of each other. Actually, within 13 points of each other. It's not bad. Everybody is really getting a hang of this game.
Yeah. No, that was what I was hoping. So, what I was saying, like the philosophy of putting a game, I figured I want a chance for everybody to do something that honestly, a sub 60 on this game is good. It really. So that means everybody is good that's playing right now. They actually all done pretty well. So, yeah, no, that may be just because we're making them play it, so they don't like give up in frustration right away. We just make them play through it, but still, it is a good score. And yes, they're all doing well. This gives them all a chance to do well. It's not like some games where you like the person might get stuck on the first level, and then I mean, that's going to happen in Kusogrand8. Everyone acknowledges that, but it's nice to feel like you're making progress, which everybody's got now. So
yeah, and everybody has been improving their scores. Mooware got 1 score and hasn't improved since then, but really all you need is 1 good attempt. Mooware is resetting a lot in order to try to get a better score, and I understand that. I think Master Time Thief is going to keep playing with this attempt until he manages to get a new score. With only 2 holes left to go, 34 strokes. This is absolutely the possibility for a PB for Master Time Thief. In fact, we could potentially see Master Time Thief move into 2nd place here.
I know this is quite doable here. Like if you got par right here, which is par 3, right? Then 2 hits, you are actually done with this hole. Now, whether to actually get par is like that. Oh, wait. Oh, nope, just a little too far. See, again, that's the thing that gets to be, you can aim, but making it so it stops on the green is the tricky part.
Yeah, welcome to literally any golf game.
Yeah, well, it's not guaranteed in Atari golf that would be the thing.
Yeah,
and then like miniature golf, for instance, is different. Miniature golf, like you can't like skip by the hole by going too fast. You just have to hit it. I mean, one of the things I could have done is just get both golf games. Like you're going to play 30 minutes of regular golf and 30 minutes of miniature golf, but that was too complicated for.
Omega Number, I'm glad that you brought this game, and here's why. This game is legendarily bad. Like, this is absolutely one of the legendary Kusoge that we've never had on Kusogrand8. I think that we've had one of the holes as a gauntlet state, but that's it. No, Master Time Thief! You are possibly going to get 44 and tie with Mooware. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that could have been second place. Oh.
There we go, 44. Unfortunately, one... Oh, just missing the final stroke there puts Master Time Thief tied with Mooware. Mooware would be considered in the lead because of that, because Mooware got there significantly ahead of Master Time Thief.
So we're actually getting close to where they need to be on their last push. So they do have extended time at the end if for some reason they're still golfing at 60. But it takes about 16, 17 minutes to play through. So that means that if we're really approaching the threshold that if you want to reset again, like Moore's been doing sometimes, that now is the time. It looks like Moore is playing through and happy with what he's got so far, though. So, but yeah, we're getting close to being, this is going to be the last one.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's still enough time that they can take their time on their shots a bit. So I certainly wouldn't recommend rushing. You know, that they really should still try to aim and everything. It's one of the things that's really interesting is when you're watching. So I have watched a couple people race golf games before. For some reason, Mystery Tournament, they really like golf.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah,
I love Mystery Tournament though. Like seriously. That's the whole reason Kusogrand8 came to be. I liked Mystery Tournament, but I was like, I want to play weird stuff. And I want to make people suffer. Like, those were my priorities, okay? Weird stuff, make people hurt. If I can do that, then Kusogrand8 is a success.
Absolutely.
I can't remember. There was somebody, I think it was some random person on Twitter. I asked, you know, what would be a good name for a tournament that has bad video games? And someone suggested Kusogrand8, and I was like, that's the perfect name. I don't know who it was, but if there's some mystery person who remembers they were the one who suggested it, please tell me, because I wanna high five you later. Ha! Oh, Space Cow, unfortunately, not a low enough score to get a new PB. Going to be starting over.
We're basically at the point this is going to be the last run for everybody.
I don't think so. You gave them extra 5 minutes.
Yeah, I give them an extra 5 minutes. I mean, I guess somebody could reset now, but yeah, it's possible. But we're really getting close to the threshold where
I think
only 5 minutes.
I think a run only takes 5 minutes. Like. You can get through these really quickly. I think that up until 55 minutes is on the clock, people can reset without any problem. Once we hit the 55-minute mark, that's when people should be starting their final attempt.
Null 2600. Did anybody like make a fan Sonic game for the Atari 2600? That seems like a thing that should exist.
You know what? There probably is, considering there's like Mario 1 on Atari. Somebody probably did that.
Yeah, I'll need to look this up for future reference. You know, just in case.
So apparently, the world record for difficulty A, which is what we're doing, 9-hole difficulty A, that's 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I don't expect any of the players to beat world record for playing through it, but I really see a playthrough in 10 minutes being extremely reasonable. So again, starting their final attempt at about the 55-minute mark will be enough time for them to get a new personal best.
And of course, it looks like Okami actually knows about the game. There's even is that a real cartridge? Like, did they actually make it? Let me see here.
Wait, there's a game called Zippy the Porcupine?
8990? Wait, what? This is a Sonic. This is not like a recent homebrew Sonic clone. This is a Sonic clone from 1989.
Okay, I need to save this because this is hideous.
Unlike Princess Rescue, which was later taken down by Nintendo for copyright infringement,
Well, it's...
Zippy the Porcupine remains available.
Okay, here's the deal. It says that this Sonic spin-off was made either in 1989 or 2015, and I'm not sure which it is, and I'm a little afraid to ask. Here you go, everybody. Zippy the Porcupine. Absolutely original character. Do not steal.
Well, this game is stolen. I mean, you know. I mean, yeah. Here's another thing while we still got some time. Look up the Odyssey 2 and find a screenshot to share.
All right, all right. Question, though. Was it made by the same company?
No. Totally different company. And this was back when Atari had everything anonymized. I can tell you who made the Odyssey 2 when it was. His name's Sam Overton. So he was actually the original pioneer of this type of thing. I have no idea what other Sam Overton games, but let's see here.
Yeah, there it is.
Also did a bunch of other Odyssey 2 stuff, including Sid the Spellbinder, which was a game that used the voice on the Odyssey 2.
Oh,
so
wait, watch Mooware. Mooware may move into first place right here. Master Time Thief may also move up in place. Mooware with 39. That is a new personal best. Fantastic job there. And we have a lead change in the final 10 minutes. I love it. Let's get rid of Odyssey 2 Golf. Get out of here. Hey, and Rhythm Bastard got 50 points. Again, that's a new personal best. Not enough to move up in the rankings, but getting 50 points is pretty significant. Again, I changed the wrong person. Why do I keep doing that? Everybody has gotten significantly better over time. I love how this is going. Rhythm Bastard might actually get par here. Let's see if he is able to do it. Ah, so close. Okay. Playlist, why do you keep going back to RuneScape? I love RuneScape, but there's other music on the playlist.
So Space Cow got really... So Space Cow, I was looking at the stroke count. It looks like it did not actually hit the water hazard. And managed to get by it without... it actually clipped through the water hazard. So that was pretty impressive.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, but missed the putt. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Yeah, Master Time Thief is up to 42. That still is third place, but remember, they don't know how well the other players are doing. What they're really doing is trying to get their own personal best and do better than they've done before. I do apologize as well. I may be a little bit distracted as we get ready for the match after this one. Yeah, welcome to my life. I have to do multiple things at the same time.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll you know what? Maybe I'll try the golf voice here on
do it. Do the golf voice.
Let's see here. So, Space Cow is now teeing up for the 9th hole. Looks like he's taking some practice swings and going to try for the one club that we are still using for this entire match. Not as hard a hit as it possibly could be, but that's okay because there is a bottleneck here where there is no way to get out of bounds, so it doesn't really matter. Nice second hit. Looks like we're still on course for hitting par. He now just needs one hit to get on the green. Takes the careful shot. Oh, just a little bit past, unfortunately. And we have a reset because that means that it will be past this course. So starting, I guess, what is the last, probably the last playthrough. to save a little time. That's smart.
Okay, that's pretty good. A little feedback. You need to talk about the player's form, okay? Because form is like absolutely critical to golf for some reason.
They're all absolutely standing rigid, straight, and they're swinging their club around like a baseball bat. All four of them are. It's really quite impressive. I think I haven't seen anything like that since the Masters of 06. What about you?
Since
Have you
the
seen this
Masters
kind
of 06? Oh yeah, those were great, you know. Honestly, my thought about golfing posture, you know, you need to line your body up, you know, so that every single time the swing, the follow through is exactly the same. If you have that consistency, then technically it doesn't matter if you're standing straight up, if you're hunched over a little bit, making it consistent for yourself. That is what's going to get you through and make you a successful golfer here at this tournament that we have going on.
So let's see here. We've got 5-minute mark, and it looks like Space Cow could technically do a push, although it was by now it would start to be a kind of a fast push. So maybe he's deciding that's where he's going to stop. Is at 41. Oh no, we're going for it. We're going for it.
I would absolutely keep going until I'm told to stop.
Yeah, I think some cases the players have actually paused right after they've gotten a match, probably just to collect themselves, maybe to look something over. I don't know. If I might actually, like, if I was doing this myself, I would keep notes on what I got in each hole. I could write it down. So maybe I'd go back and like write down the update just to really get, okay, what do I need to, where was I bad last time? What do I need to make sure I'm really careful about?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what any of these players are doing. Oh, that was right in the hole from there. That didn't even have the green on that. That
for which player?
Space Cow. Space Cow's the one I was looking at.
See, we're gonna get you to be the expert where you can always direct people's attention. This is how you do it. It's a little bit, I don't know, commentary is always fun for me. I love it.
Let's see here. So the one who's closest to the end right now is Rhythm Bastard at 7, right under the green with 36. This is looking pretty good for a new PB. Oh, missed the putt in.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Okay, so
yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, we'll still be in range for a new PB. I don't think he's going to be able to overtake the leaders, though.
Yeah, but remember, when you're playing any sort of sport, the important thing to remember is that you are trying to do better than you had done before. Rhythm Bastard, by the way, getting 2 swings, I believe, on that last hole, currently on hole 9. I think Rhythm Bastard can get a new personal best. Let's see how he's able to do here. Space Cow, meanwhile, still towards the beginning of the round. Master Time Thief making some good progress, currently on hole 5 with only 21 total strokes.
I can tell you Rhythm Bastard's problem. Oh, there we go. Now I got the full hit. The first 2 hits of the current hole that Rhythm Bastard's on were not at full strength when they should have been. So, I mean, he's clearly able to do full strength shots because he did one, but it is not always doing it when he
the tree is proving to be a big problem here. But if you can sort of, wedging it over along the water, that's a decent idea. And there we go, a score of 48. Again, a new personal best. That is what we like to see here on golf course. Pebble Beach, sure, this is Pebble Beach. I don't see beaches or pebbles, but...
So let's see here. The next closest to the end right now is Master Time Thief. So this is a par 5. I'm kind of curious why this one is a par 5. and compared to I still haven't quite figured out their logic for like what par to make some of these, because it does seem like in some cases that it's not that much harder to get it in the right number of shots. I don't know if maybe they went with actual play, like they had a bunch of people play through it a bunch of times, figure out the par that way. That would be interesting.
I would guess that they had one person play it other than the main developer, and that's probably it. Oh my gosh.
We're getting close to time, but just as a reminder, they do have enough time they can finish their current round.
Yep, we have allowed them up to 5 extra minutes as long as they have started before the time hits the hour, then they are allowed to keep continuing. Yes, and I will have it prepared so that when it's called time, I will add an extra 5 minutes onto it so that people know, so that the players know. Space Cal, by the way, currently doing pretty well, especially per chat. That is time, and I will go ahead and start the final 5 minutes for the players. They are not allowed to restart at this point, but they are allowed to keep going from where they are. And honestly, even though Rhythm Bastard is on hole 1, there still is technically enough time. The world record for golf getting through 9 holes is a little over 3 minutes. It's completely doable. Oh, what a heartbreaker. Almost into the hole, but unfortunately just stopping a little bit short. Let's see, Master Time Thief trying to get in there and get a new score. This could be enough to move up. Oh, no, not quite. This, at best, is going to be 41, which would tie with Space Cal. Unfortunately, Master Time Thief is locked in at 41, and that is Master Time Thief's final score there.
Space Cal looks like we're going to actually maybe pass the leader here. Oh, my goodness. This is
it might get tied up. Space Cow cannot move into the lead, but this still might be a new this still might be a new personal best though. And honestly, solidifying a score of 40 means that it's going to be a little bit harder for for Rhythm Bastard, my apologies, to move up. But again, we're going the full 5 minutes after. Okay, Mooware is finishing up. This is not going to be a new personal best, but why not finish golfing when you're on the course? Sometimes you just want to keep going.
Yeah, one of the things I'm curious about is if they actually how much they enjoy the game. We were mocking about this being the ultimate Kuso game, but
I don't know about. I don't know about Ultimate, but it's definitely legendary. Like, this is one of the games that you don't look at and say it's good. Nobody says this is good. It's actually got some interesting mechanics. I think that there are many worse games out there, but, like, this is on a list of games that terrify people.
And it looks like Master Time Thief is making sure to point out the score.
Yeah.
Who does Booware have up there?
I think that's a golfer. You can tell because there's golf behind him. Okay, Rhythm Bastard trying to just wrap up this playthrough. Oh, that was almost without having to do putting, but unfortunately, nope, still got to putt. And here we go. That's going to be good enough to clear hole 5. With only a minute and a half left, it's going to be really, really difficult to actually get through the rest of this. Rhythm Bastard, though, taking advantage of the wall of water there in order to get a full swing and hopefully get past the tree. Not quite enough, but that was a really, really good swing.
So somebody is talking about Craig Stadler, who was the Saturn game that came before Virtual Highlight. That's where that person is from.
Gotcha. Okay, Rhythm Bastard gonna have to golf from the right in order to swing down.
It does look like we're not going to quite do it in a minute unless...
I don't think there's going to be enough time, but again, I will not stop until either time stops at 105 or the player stops playing. Right through the water, Rhythm Bastard. Oh, this honestly was looking up to be a good possibility for a personal best, but there's just not enough time. That's fine. That's how it goes, you know? I'm glad that Rhythm Bastard gave it, if you don't mind, a shot. And there we go. That is officially time. We are done, and we have the scores pretty clearly laid out. Mooware taking first, Space Cow second, Master Time Thief third, and Rhythm Bastard fourth. All of the scores were pretty close. Rhythm Bastard a little bit behind the others, but still, you said anything under 60 is a pretty good score for this game, right? Yeah. How do you feel that the players did overall?
This was amazing, honestly. I was extremely impressed by all they're playing. They all have, honestly, I would watch out for all of them. And I don't, are these all new to Mystery? I mean, sorry, not Mystery. Are they all new to Kuso?
Oh, no. Mooware and Space Cow have definitely played. I think Master Time Thief has. Rhythm Bastard is probably the newest one for races here. And let's go ahead and welcome in Mooware, who is our winner with 39 points, which is 1 point ahead of Space Cow at 40, 1 point ahead of Master Time Thief at 41, a handful of points ahead of Rhythm Bastard. Like, this was seriously a close match. This was a lot of fun, Mooware.
Hey, yeah, I'm glad. I don't know, did you have any music running?
Oh, for sure.
The first 20 minutes or something was kind of a dry experience, and then I put on some music, some golfing music, and it was pretty nice. Yeah, these results are super close, so I feel like this is kind of mostly a random result.
Yeah, so here's my question. What did you think about the game overall?
It's pretty okay. I don't know, there's
pretty okay.
There's not a lot of courses. I'm having a hard time really aiming my shots very well. I feel like the bat only looks different every 2 steps, and then I wasn't really sure if the in-between step also would change the trajectory, and as someone in race chat said, it feels like you're doing the same thing and it leads to different results, especially in terms of like distance you're getting. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird game.
Yeah, it just takes time to realize that, like, at first, you know, figuring out the angle to hit the ball, obviously the first job that you have, and then the second job is figuring out how to get the power just right and where you want the ball to go so that you have a line up to the green. And I think figuring out those pieces of the puzzle were really what helped you, but it was a coin toss if you were going to beat Space Cow, Master Time Thief, all of you like seriously close to each other point-wise. Rhythm Bastard, again, a little bit behind, but this is Rhythm Bastard's first time playing in Kusogrand8. I think, you know, he plays modern games. He doesn't play Atari 2600 Golf. There's no shame in, like, not doing well at Atari 2600 Golf. But yeah, Omega Number still said anything under 60 was a really good score. So everybody was under 50, which is even better, seriously.
We all made Craig Stadler proud.
Craig, I am so proud of you. Is there any better golf game out there?
I mean, I have to think so. Like Craig Stadler's game, Pebble Beach, I think that's the name.
Yeah.
You probably know, but the company TNE Soft developed Virtual Highlight based on the engine from that game, I think.
Yeah, they did. We talked about that a little bit during the match. I love that Virtual Highlight was based off of the golf engine. Oh, that game is so special. The newest, I think it was PGA golf game that came out. I tried that a little bit. I think somebody gifted it to me, and that was genuinely pretty fun. Most golf games have a lot of really cool stuff with them, though. This one, you know, you can tell that it's early Atari. They didn't really have a solid system that made sense. You know, they sort of stole the system from another game and used it here, and it didn't work out very well. But that's what you get when you're when you look at crap for inspiration. You get crap out of it.
Definitely feels like this is still the age of where a lot of games are just Pong, and you put some kind of cheat over the screen to make it into hockey or something. It's very basic, but they made quite a lot of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I honestly think that, you know, we were looking at like the speed runs for the game. The speed run for 9 holes is a little bit under 4 minutes. Like this game can be played pretty dang fast, and like it was neat to see everybody making that final push at the end just to get a final playthrough through. It was obvious people were going fast, and because of that, taking extra strokes. So, you know, nobody got a personal best right towards the end. But still, like, you can go through this relatively fast compared to pretty much every single other golf game out there where there's a lot of dilly-dallying. So much commentary. Rhythm Bastard is saying this game was nothing like Killer 7. That's correct. It might be the Killer 7 of golf games, though. So, yeah. Mooware, do you have anything else that you want to add about the game? If not, are you streaming over at your channel these days?
I am. I'm streaming more frequently these days. Every Monday I'm streaming like obscure PS1 games. I actually recently beat The Mission, which is, I think that was in Kusogrand8 before.
Yeah, I remember The Mission.
Yeah, it was a bit of a slog to get through, but I did beat it, and I'm not sure a lot of people have, because, like, even on GameFAQs, there wasn't, they didn't have the last password.
Oh, are you serious?
It's really a slog as a game, and not easy. And late last year, I beat Slamscape, which was in the last. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I know. I got eliminated because of Slamscape. What a game! That's a mess.
yeah, also not easy, but more enjoyable than The Mission, I think. I looked up the rankings for The Mission on Moby Games. They kind of aggregate review scores, and it's tied with another game for worst PlayStation 1 game.
Really? I had no idea, but that makes sense to me, yeah. Yeah, the biggest thing, I think the biggest crime that games can have is that they can end up being boring, slow, slog to get through. You know, old school games, even if they don't have a lot of content, you can blast through a lot of them pretty quickly, and it's like, you know, okay, not the best game, but that was 5 minutes of my life. That's fine. Nowadays, it's like,
5
wow, that
minutes
wasn't
or
the best
more, like-
game, and that was like 100 hours of my life. What just happened? Well, yeah, Mooware, I think that's pretty much all I have for you. We'll go ahead and let you go. Thank you, Omega Number, for giving out the game. Thank you again, referees, for helping. And other than that, thank you for all of the players. Everybody did well here. Somebody has to take first, somebody has to take last. That is the nature of a tournament. And I think that everybody should be happy about how they did, because there was a huge amount of improvement over the course of the hour. Well, thank you so much. Take care, Mooware. Take care, Omega Number.
Bye.
Bye. Are you leaving, Omega Number? Are you just sitting here? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take that as a note. Everybody, I'm going to run a quick ad, and we'll be right back with our third match of the day. See you in a second. I got to use the restroom. Be right back.
He's really gotta lock those doors when he goes to the bathroom, especially for his subscribers. Otherwise, they get that blasphemous roar of content when he barges in and tells a joke. But this time, there's not really a joke. There's just the roar. Are you enjoying your Kusogrand?
Fired.
You are caught and you get fired. Folks, if you want to support the channel, make sure that you subscribe. Oh yeah. Make sure that you follow the channel. Make sure that you tune into the streams. And most importantly, make sure you have a good time. Blasphemous Roar out.